Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome to today's deep dive. I want you to imagine your cells aren't just biology, but basically programmable factories just waiting for the right code.
Right, and today, AI isn't just analyzing that code anymore, it's actually writing it.
Exactly. Our mission today is exploring how AI drug discovery is shifting from this basic science experiment to a massive industrial scale. We're looking at a stack of sources from May 2026, including pendulum data, financial filings, social media trends.
Yeah, and the shift is really fundamental. I mean, for decades, drug discovery was essentially just a highly educated guessing game?
Like you synthesize thousands of compounds in a lab and just pray one sticks.
Pretty much. But now we're moving from discovery to design. We're starting to engineer medicines the exact same way we engineer software.
Which requires unprecedented capital, right? Because the money following this is just staggering. Isomorphic Labs recently took in a $2.1 billion investment.
Yeah, that's a massive bet.
It is. But what stood out to me wasn't even just the VC money. It's the corporate buy-in. Traditional pharma giants are totally reorganizing. Like Novo Nordisk is integrating OpenAI across all 69,000 employees.
Supply chains, manufacturing, everything.
Everything. And the CEO of Novartis just joined Anthropic's board of directors. If we connect this to the bigger picture, curing disease isn't just a use case, right? It's a whole point. It's like building a biological power grid.
That's a great way to put it. And, when a pharma CEO joins an AI board, it signals that generative biology is now core corporate strategy. It's a huge boardroom shift.
Because it's no longer just an IT tool for the lab.
Exactly. Non-technical leaders realize that if you can accurately predict how a molecule behaves before you ever physically make it well, you bypass years of expensive bottlenecks.
So here's where it gets really interesting. This boardroom confidence has to come from the tech actually working, right? The sources highlight OpenAI's GPT-Rosalind model.
Oh, yeah, the new one.
Yeah, and it outperformed 95% of human scientists in predicting complex RNA sequences, which is wild. But before we get into the weeds, what exactly is an RNA sequence in this context?
So think of RNA as the messenger. It carries instructions from your DNA to those cellular factories you mentioned.
Okay, got it.
And if you want to stop a disease, you often need to intercept or rewrite those messages. But the problem is these RNA molecules fold into these incredibly complex 3D shapes.
That humans just can't visualize very well.
Right. Human intuition just can't scale to see how they'll twist and bind. But an AI like GPT-Rosalind, it's trained on millions of biological structures.
So it instantly recognizes the physical patterns.
Exactly. What's fascinating here is that it shifts the whole industry from hopeful guesswork to designing medicines at internet speed.
And it's not just mapping the terrain. The sources mention Isomorphic's engine hitting 76% accuracy in modeling molecular interactions.
Yeah, crushing AlphaFold 3.
Right. AlphaFold 3 mapped protein shapes a few years ago. How is this taking it a step further?
Well, AlphaFold 3 showed us the lock, right? The shape of the protein causing the disease. Isomorphic's engine is actually designing the key.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, predicting exactly how a synthetic drug will physically bind to the protein. Hitting 76% accuracy means we are getting really close to a first-try success rate in the lab.
Wait, if it's visualizing the lock and designing the key, are we just replacing the human researcher? Like, is the software doing the science now?
I'd say it's more like a 10x microscope. It replaces the trial and error part. The human scientist becomes the architect.
They define the problem, and the AI runs the simulation.
Precisely. It churns through millions of combinations in seconds.
But designing biology at internet speed brings, well, internet-level threats. There's a dark side here. The data showed Anthropic recently banned a user for researching hantavirus vaccines.
Yeah, this raises an important question about our current safety guardrails.
Because designing a vaccine sounds like a good thing. Why ban them?
Because the mechanism for designing a vaccine is almost identical to enhancing a pathogen. It's the classic dual-use dilemma.
Ah. So if it knows how to neutralize a virus?
It knows exactly which tweak makes it more lethal or contagious. The AI doesn't know the difference between a cure and a weapon.
Which explains why the government is suddenly teaming up with Google DeepMind and Microsoft to test these models for biosecurity risks before public release.
Exactly. We have to know if our guardrails are just a flimsy wooden fence. Getting that right is critical.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener, looking ahead to, say, 2030?
Well, over the next decade, we're looking at the complete industrialization of the human cell. permanently accelerating public health outcomes.
Because the design-build-test cycle shrinks from 10 years to 10 months.
Right. You can start curing rare, hyper-specific illnesses that were just too unprofitable for big pharma to care about before.
That is incredible. But it leaves you with a really provocative thought. We're already seeing platforms like Ginkgo Bioworks and AWS letting people order custom AI-designed compounds from a web browser.
Sometimes for the price of a dinner.
Yeah. So if the barrier to entry drops that low, who will ultimately control the rights to the future of human biology? If your cells are programmable factories, who owns the code?